There are legends that dwell within the hidden places of Neopia. Some are of the light, but others... Others are of the darkest kind.
Darrigan, you will fall to the might of the defenders of Meridel!
Next time you get to play Darrigan. Is it true? Yeah, is it? Are you gonna be a knight?
Well, I don't want to brag, but...
My winnies! Tor! Mom is going to kill you! Uh-oh. Gotta go. Homework to do.
Just great.
Boo. Thanks for the good luck's boner, and thanks for the lurk. But yes, YOAK is yes cloak. I think I need to set up commands for it, to be completely honest with you. But yes cloak is the old route where, oh, my bad, where they used to be forced to get the Cloak of Heroes to perform a few tricks. But with the route we have now, we don't need the cloak. So we've basically separated them into two categories. No cloak is faster because we don't have to take the detour to Cogum. And yes, cloak is kind of... I would argue yes, cloak is harder. Due to the sheer level of optimization that it has. Even though the cloak makes certain tricks easier because we can do different things with it that no cloak can't do, I would still argue that yes, cloak is harder for that fact. It's far more optimized. We have some more cursed tricks with doing it. Just kind of like autopiloting mines. What else with it? It's a much more interesting category to watch than no cloak, at least. And it's only about 3 minutes lower. You have to bring up that minion stole my suitcase. Oh, I won't. I'm probably going to say it when I go to sleep. Anyway, thanks for good luck, Shy. Yeah, welcome. I've been gone for a couple days. I have Hundo splits pulled up. Also, why am I just doing mines? There's no need for me to do this. Anyway. I've been gone for a couple days, so... Dude, today's Tuesday, right? So... Sunday, we went and saw 2 houses that were, like, decent. It read my mind. So one of them, the first one we went to view... we got texted by the listing agent while we were already there, so like we went ahead and looked at it anyway, just in case the contract falls through, that they got an offer like an hour before, but we were already there, so like whatever. The problem being is that that house had a radon reading of 9, and if you don't know radon, it's basically, it's a noble gas that's radioactive, and a carcinogenic, dangerous to your health, basically, and comes through the breakdown of like certain materials. Like, I think granite is the reason we have a problem here, but like certain radioactive metals and whatnot. The problem being is that 4 is what the EPA says is dangerous, and it was a 9, and they were refusing to do mitigation for it. Like, the seller said, we're not doing the mitigation for it, maybe we'll negotiate with it, and we're like, nah. 9 is crazy high. But also the fact they're not willing to do the mitigation for us is like, yeah, I know. I'm not playing with that. Also, the fact they already had a contract in is like, oh, whatever. The other one was just like really shittily. That's not true. Hold on. How do I want to put this? So the first one had its other problems too, aside from that, like we wouldn't be comfortable living there for like the minimum of 3 years before you can do the resale and then, you know, claim it as a non-taxable income capital gain on your taxes. By the way, it's a thing up to 500,000. I don't know if that's a Virginia only thing or if that's a nationwide thing, but now you know. But let me think. We just wouldn't be comfortable living there for that long, to be honest. Like, there's just too many problems that we would have to deal with. And then with the other house, I gotta remember which house it was. Why can't I remember? Hold on, let me just see which one we sent. It was that one. And the fuck? Oh, okay. The other one was being sold as is. They inherited it in 2023, but they were not willing to do anything for it, and they hadn't lived in it since they inherited it. It had its problems. I'll just say that. It wasn't a bad option, but it would be like an investor would have to come in with a lot of like, they would have to be able to fix things up, because it is not like, you wouldn't really be able to just go into it and live it. Like, you would have to have enough money to like replace things, and yeah. It's not as bad as the horror house. But it's like, it's pretty rough. Your radon is 12 and you're chilling. Niz, I struggle to believe you. Proof or it didn't happen. Yeah, I was about to say. God damn it, I keep turning early. Okay, that's what's been fucking me up. Anyway, let's go along my save states like normal. So that kind of sucks. But the house that we got outbid on like 3 weeks ago or something, the buyers walked on it. So it's on the market again. That sucks, but I did say it sucks, but yeah, so we're wondering what was up, because it wasn't their loan fell through or anything. It was, and we heard this from the listing agent, they got the inspection done. They were threatening to walk. The seller said they would fix whatever it was, and then they still walked on it. So my thing is, was it something that was like incredibly bad with the inspection, or was it just, hey, we aren't, like, this needs to be fixed, we're not going to do it unless you negotiate with it one way or the other. The seller offered to fix it, but maybe it's a time crunch thing and they have to get moved. Like, they have to get moved before school started or something, and they're on a time crunch, because we don't know. However, we did ask, we contacted, I don't know if it was the inspector directly or the buyer directly or however it worked, but we got in contact with them in general, and they were like, yeah, sure, we'll share the inspection with you. So we just got that sent to wife's email this morning, so I haven't seen it yet because she's asleep, but we'll get to see what it was that they saw, on top of getting our own inspection. Like, we're not stupid. But we'll get to see whatever it was they saw, and then we can probably deduce off of that what it was the buyer or the seller is getting fixed as it stands, and then work off of that. Because with the math we did when we were first looking at it, and we just estimated numbers, so like, we sat down with Chuck, who helped with my sister's house and has fixed a lot of things with hers. He built his house, he built his cottage, I think he built his parents' house that they live in now, or no, he built their cottage. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Basically, he knows what he's talking about, and like, big brain. Like, he built the house from scratch. The only thing he couldn't do is have it certified by like inspectors, and like, he had to have an inspector come out. He had to have like an electrician and plumber come out, because he doesn't have his like trade certifications for it, even though he did it entirely. They came out, they're like, yeah, this is fine, and they just left. That's all it was. This was back in like the 80s, but he's still like, it's maintained. It's a very, very good house for the neighborhood, and it's not even a bad neighborhood. But point stands, he knows what he's talking about. So we sat down and we're like, okay, with everything that needs to be fixed, like the AC is 31 years old and it's still hanging on somehow. I don't know, ask me how. And like a number of other things on top of like the appliances that aren't included. It's like it's gonna be 30,000. The house is like just barely over county assessment as it's standing. And we're like, we know we're gonna have to fix this number of things in like the minimum 3 to 5 or whatever years we're living there. So we're just gonna try and negotiate that up front and be like, look, clearly you're having problems selling the house. It's been on the market for like 120 days now. We went and viewed it. They tried to buy it and they walked. As far as I know, I haven't seen it go pending at all otherwise, so who knows if they had any other offers, but they at least didn't accept any. But like, there's a chance that, assuming it's not like super terrible, whatever it was, or at least that they're getting it fixed, that we could end up getting this at a really good deal below county assessment, and then after we fix it up, it should raise to what current county assessment is, and then that will boost the county assessment more because it'll be in better condition, and especially updated because it still has original windows from whatever 31 years ago was. So it's like, I don't know. It's also in a really good area. It's very cheap for where it is. So like as soon as we get it like maintained, or as soon as we get it like basically modernized with certain things, especially like the HVAC, and if we take care of it well, the value should come up a bit. Like the houses around it are a good 133% of what this house is county assessed at, if that gives you an idea. So this house is not in the best of condition for where it stands, but it's not an impossible amount that we can't fix up. So anyway, that's the house situation. And then yesterday, I forgot homework I had to do that was due Sunday, so I was doing that all day, and then we helped her with Neopet, and she memorized Act 1, at least close to memorized. She did a run with minimal problems after we got through it once. And it only took, was it 53 minutes, I think? Like, it wasn't bad. So, she's well on her way. She's doing good. Look, Woomy put it in her chat. I was busy doing something else because I was still finishing my annotations before then. It's also kind of hard to teach somebody a run when 2 other people are also doing runs. Okay, one more time. They hate us. What am I gonna do? Yeah. So I'm thinking I'll do like a good chunk of YOAK runs. Not too terribly much. Probably. I'm wondering if maybe I should start out with Hundo instead. Just because timeline-wise with, you know, when wife has to go to work and whatnot. But I'm thinking if I do, like, an hour of YOAK starting, like, in the next, like, 10 minutes or something, then that gives me... No, because she needs to be able, like, 3 hours, but she has clock set, so, yeah. I could do, like, an hour of YOAK, and then I can do a Hundo run, and then I can go back to YOAK after that, so... So I'm getting ready to head A&T to get the Nova looking at iClone. I have over 327,000, sorry, messages stored. That's a lot. Out of curiosity, if you want to share that, what are you getting? If you know. Oh, so we can't be friends. Cool, gotcha. really bad. I know exactly what I did. That's what I'm saying. I aggressively hate Apple. They're also stupidly expensive, like more expensive than the fact that phones are already stupidly expensive. No, I got scammed. That's insane. Wait. Wait, what? What? Did I fall, like, inside of the invis wall? What was that? Huh? 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Anyway, yeah, that's the life of Clog right now. And then we have... I was not counting, I won't lie. We have, I believe it's 5 weeks from yesterday until I start classes, because... I mean, I guess I can check. I can just count it. Let's find out, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 weeks from yesterday that I start classes again. Yes. I will be. I should be. Why does Niz want to have the Bud Buddy party? I can't believe you said you're going to be starting to stream League of Legends. No, 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 no. I've already been asked to do the League of Legends tutorial speedrun. I'm not doing it. I hate League. I'm never playing it again. I've retired multiple times. And I'm staying retired this time. Okay? It's not happening. League's cancer. God damn it, I'm so late. I just need to count instead of going off vibes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, I see. So Niz hates us. He doesn't even want a VC. 4, 5, 6. That was early. Oh, I barely made it. Early, no. 4, 5, 6. I'm still early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay, come on. Let's not do that. Okay, come on. Let's not do that. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was just slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Not how I meant to do that. I honestly can't believe that made it. God, can I make this jump, please? This is going to be hard today. I don't think I make that. Oh, I do make it. Nice. No! Disha's gonna see my paragraph in his server and be like, oh god, what is this fucking idiot talking about? And he's gonna read it and be like, wait, actual genuine advice? What the fuck? Is he okay? I never do that. Also, Niz being pink today is very fun. I like it. I know you don't really choose that, but it's just what it ended up being. Niz refuses to set a color. I like it. I wish I didn't set a color way back, because the rando color is way more fun. Ooh, that was so early. What am I doing? Okay, no. I don't even, like... Alright, then. This jump is hard. Not a good start. I'm gonna get this 3 times. Let me check something real quick. What am I doing? What is that pathing? It does not hit this back one. Oh my god, it does. Wait, the second one didn't go off? Okay, one more time. Oh my god. I hate that they can hit that. Please? Excuse? 2 of you dodged? Okay, I need to see if I were to do, like, this. That one, just barely. You're the only one, right? Okay, fuck this guy. Where is he? Every time I look in the mirror, because you look like a clown. Niz can't stream later? Bruh. Really? That doesn't... I guess because they're fucking tiny. If I jump slash that was fine. My lips aren't naturally dark burgundy. Why not? Mine are. Yeah, I think it's too inconsistent to go for. It's just so hard to get there in a timely manner that I'm pretty sure it's faster to skip the other thing. I have to do some secret squirrel stuff for work? What does that mean? This is my normal mood. I was early? Okay, that I feel like wasn't still in effect, but whatever. Why is this a Narcus slot? Oh, this is from last night. I shouldn't get the third one. I'm just not getting the third text box. There we go. Okay, one more time. I guess 2 more times for the catapult. I felt that I wasn't pressing square all the way there. Feel okay about that. I'm not gonna say good because I don't.
There are legends that dwell within the hidden places of Neopia. Some are of the light, but others... others are of the darkest kind.
Where did all those get closed? Okay. Hey, my friend, I viewed this game 100% with. Nice, let's go. Welcome. If you haven't seen a speedrun of this game, it's super fucked. I'm so sorry. This might be the greatest game of all time, but like, oh, I forgot to that and open DS for Windows, and we might get cutscened here. How this starts. Greatest game of all time, but so broken. Are we gonna, okay, I was gonna ask, are we gonna turn on? We did, we're good. Okay. Jesus. It is showing, yes? Yes, it's good. I'll take it as the first run. Just to finish something. I didn't get the ledge grub, so I'm happy enough. It was a really slow setup, and it was only, like, a moving super, like, kind of. Like, it was kind of bad, but it's good enough. God, I'm so desensitized to this run now that none of it seems as wild as it is anymore. Like, the fact that we can just talk to Lucy a couple times and just, like, dono wall her, basically, and jump out of bounds is insane. I still remember... Oh my god, this was over a year ago now, wasn't it? When I did the hotfix with Asuka, Jesus. I don't remember what that one was called. I don't remember what her show was called, but regardless, I think I was the last on the docket. She was like, man, if I knew I was picking games that all went out of bounds within the first, like, 5 seconds today, or something along those lines, and I'm like, it really goes to show that this game is, like, incredibly broken. It's just something we're so used to at this point for playing it. Ick 239. It's first run, so I'll take it. I need to be really, really, really diligent about well, I'm still holding square about Quaritch here, because I have not been doing it right any time that I've been trying it at all. I hit it that time. I didn't do the finger slide, I did the release, but it works. Never seen the others videos? Yeah. What's up, Crashly? It was, they released it last year, right? For the 25-year, that wasn't last year. 25-year anniversary was 2 years ago, wasn't it? No, it was last year. What? When the fuck was it? I don't remember when it was. Regardless, whenever it was, they released it for one of the anniversaries, and we were mad because we were like, it's gonna be an NTDF thing. No, it wasn't. Yeah. Apparently it's, like, okay, is what I've heard. What I recall hearing, I guess. I don't think it's the first minigame collection they made either. We shall see. I ordered it. Hey, hopefully it's at least okay. You never know. One day, maybe. I need to check my email, actually. I won't say why, but... Oh my god, what was that? Maybe one day we'll get a remake of this game. Or remaster, or something. Or, I don't know. because this game absolutely deserves it. Crashly, have you played Neopets? The website or this game? Either one. Only website? Okay. Well, you can certainly fix that. Oh my god, the 25-year anniversary paintbrush was so bad it killed Illison. I don't know if anybody knows the fucking meme I'm talking about, but it's just Illison fainting after Whirlip King takes her necklace. It's so good. Thank you. Here, I can hear you, but I'm feeding my animals. Hey, good luck feeding the animals. Presumably that sounds like miscellaneous animals of sorts. Perhaps like farmland animals, but I have no idea. I'm only assuming. But we shall hear back eventually. Good luck nonetheless. Lurks are very much appreciated. Odd lag, but thanks, I guess. 3 dogs, a cat, a frog, fish, koi fish in a pond, and 2 axolotls. What? The heck? Canada moment. That's such a Canada moment. Jesus. Having your own koi is crazy. Having axolotls is also crazy. Imagine I just locked the fuck in while this being the first run. Canadian koi look like sturgeon. Oh. It never even really crossed my mind that they were different. I just kind of assumed it was like the koi that like most people think of. Interesting. You know what? Hey, fair enough. This is an okay tree. Yeah, I'm about 2 seconds behind where I'd like to be, but that's fine. Oh, ow. I think I have a nose pimple yet again. So my nose is sensitive. You'll ever get random pimples like that? Specifically nose, or like eyebrow is one that I've had before that's particularly annoying. Don't ask me how. I honestly didn't think that was going to run out right there. I thought I was going to be able to make it on the platform, so it's time loss, but alas. I also, like, was only half paying attention that it ran out. Which is why I didn't, like, re-insta-pop it. I didn't fuck up the jump this time. Ooh, nice clip. Oh no, I fucked up. I was too far. Don't you dare. I'm only keeping it because I need to warm-up run. How am I doing this, man? Okay, I just didn't get that in before he started his attack wind up. Excuse me? Okay, apparently I just can't do Narfus anymore. What? Shout out the fact that I can still technically PB after losing 33 seconds on Narfus. If that PBs, that is never seeing the light of day. I hope everybody knows that. That was disappointing. And honestly kind of embarrassing. Hello? Hello? Dogglefox? What are we doing? We're throwing? Bro just didn't follow me at first? I'm beyond flabbergasted at this run. It's fine. That just means that this first run, is terrible, and we're getting all of the bad RNG out of the way for the next run, which is likely also going to be terrible. Or I'm going to throw it right here at Plains Wrong Warp. And then Hundo's going to be really good, and we're going to set a low 241. Maybe a low 240. And then Licensethon can get us the sub 240 with our lovely commentator Celestial Shy at twitch.tv/Celestial Shy. That doesn't work. Oh my god, I got bailed out. That was a no buffer. I just already had the buffer going. You know, I was shouting you out for being my commentator for Sunday. Oh yeah, it me. It her. I've had a very wide variety of people be my commentators, I'm realizing. Very nice. Wow. Because I had Herb and Keiko the first run. That was fun. Then... yeah, I wonder what they're up to, because I know they... Here's your flashing lights warning. I'm walking into a wall. Oh, I dropped down. Damn it. You know how cool that would have been if I saved that, but I just dropped all the way down here. Oh well. That's unfortunate. I just cut it way too far right. Left. Sorry, not right. Who have I had for my commentators? Because I did Herb and Keiko for the first one. My second run was Complete-a-thon, right? For Hundo? Or is my second run all bosses? Who did I do all bosses for? Or is my last run all bosses? My most recent run might have been all bosses when I did it for a church. I thought that one was no cloak. I don't remember. I'm getting a call. Let me take this. We're back. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Thanks for your patience, chat. Got a phone call from Chonkles about things and such with the house we're looking at. I honestly just missed the input there. That was super, super dumb. I shouldn't have done that. I just completely missed the button. It was very preventable, but it's fine. There's no way that happened. Okay, excuse me? Why did that first one not work? Okay, I know that was fast. Okay, I feel like that one should be working, though. And that one's not grabbing her text box? Are you serious, man? Oh my god. This game, man. This game.
There are legends that dwell within the hidden places of Neopia. Some are of the light, but others... others are of the darkest kind.
Damn it, I was typing. This game is a game. This game is a game.
There are legends that...
It is, in fact, the greatest game of all time. Come on. Let's see if we can actually get a... if we can actually get one. God damn it, dude. And that one I had low grab on the first jump, so I got a lot more height. I was ready for, so it fucked me up. Please, you shouldn't have synced at exactly 4:20 a.m. and yell Among Us 69 times a shadowy figure called Mom will come beat you up and wake you up in a place called Orphanage. Hi, Logan. Oh, man. That's too good. Bruh. I'll take it, but I don't like it. Alright, who here is a fan of Old Chap? Can we get some hands in chat? I just, like... Why is that such an ominous message? Fuck you. I hate you so much. God damn it. What am I doing? I'm throwing so hard. Oh. Please, for the love of God. Old Chap is so weird. It really is, man. Like, there's something not right about it. Like, why is it there? Logan dropped acid about 30 minutes ago? Maybe. You don't know that. Excuse me? How did I not even get the distance for that? What? I'm confused as to how I didn't get anything out of that. That is super, super odd. Good enough. Dude, even when I'm not streaming, Logan had to see Neopets gameplay from Herbert Bibler. Good. I was like, I should just barely pass by that, but I just want to make sure. Her water walk was kind of nice. It was okay. No volcano. I'm gonna lose it. Do not point laugh at me. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, you're the worst. Hope you know that. Excuse me? How did that part not have collision? I know some of it doesn't until it loads in fully, but that part didn't? Really? Okay. Logan, go buy yourself a Chevy Silverado or some shit. I don't know. What?
There are legends that dwell within the hidden places of
Like,
Neopia.
Mick fucking excuse me,
Some
what
of
was
the
that?
light, but others. Others are of the darkest kind.
Okay, surely this run is much better. And I don't like whatever happened last time. I don't do that. Surely. Dude, can I please? Oh, my nose is itchy again. Can I please, for the love of God, man? Dude, how is this not working? Excuse me? What? And that one just doesn't pick up her last text box. It doesn't matter. What in the
fuck? Why is it not, like... I feel like I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, I guess I am, but, like, I don't know what. Hope you succeed. Billy Mays believes in you. Hey, thanks, Cam. I should have taken that, but I just wasn't happy with it, considering this is the middle one of all things. Rest in peace, Billy Mays. Okay. Why am I not getting all of them? What is happening? I would love to know what is happening right now. Like, I'm actually so confused. Like, can I just not play this game today? Also, we passed attempt 1000. Let's go. I didn't even realize it. Jesus Christ. Maybe the game just wanted me to acknowledge that I passed attempt 1000 or something, because, like, I immediately got it there after mentioning it. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I can't believe my entire chat found out Billy Mays is dead. Dude, he's been dead for fucking forever. How did people... I knew too. It was the three of us. Everybody else is like, Billy Mays is dead? What? I just found out he existed at all just this year. Okay, that's more acceptable. Especially because, you know, you didn't, like, as far as I understand the Kame lore, you weren't, like, raised in America, right? So that's fair. But the people that have lived here their whole lives and aren't, like, 12... Like, I grew up in Eastern Europe. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I wouldn't really expect you to know him. Especially because he died probably before you ever would have interacted with anything unless you, like, looked at old infomercial ads on YouTube. But, like... I don't know. I don't know. Started using YouTube in, like, 10 or 11? Yeah, so, like, there's potential you could have come across it, but you would have had to look for it more likely than anything. I wasn't chatting during that because, wow. Dude, I'm chronically misinformed by a choice, and I still knew that Billy Mays was dead. Like, that's how you know it's bad. Legit was facepalming. I was just mouth agape. Like, I was so astounded. It was so bad, like, what? It could have been decent. Lilypad. You shout out Lilypad. And it's not like it was super recent. Yeah, no. It's been, what? Was it 2009 that he died? So it was like 17 years ago now? I forget what it was when we looked it up. Oh, 09? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because, like, I remember, like, people would have the radio on, like, at home. I'd be getting ready for school and I would hear Billy Mays infomercials. And then one day, I just hear them talking about the fact that he died. And I'm like, damn. He had a cool voice. The ShamWow guys. Shout out Zorbies. I think that's what it was. Slap chop. You're gonna love my nuts. Dude, old infomercials were such a thing. Slop chop. Depends on what you put in there. I feel like I've interacted with the slap chop like once in my life, and I was just afraid to use it correctly. You know what I mean? The guy's just weird though. Didn't he go to jail? Why are they called infomercials instead of commercials? I don't know. Does anybody have an answer for that? Or are we gonna have to look it up? Is it because it's selling you a product? No, but I guess most commercials are. I have no idea. Felony aggravated battery. Prison then. Probably. I don't know sentencing very well. Bad dupe. Or just got dropped and now he's running. How did charges? Whatever. Interesting. Not the oddest thing that I've heard that came out of the internet, but definitely interesting. I'm trying to remember some of the old infomercials that existed. Like, there was the one that made cake pops that was, like, so entirely useless. I mean, all of them are, like, pretty useless. Some of them are just more useless. They made K-pop. I'm ahead. Interesting. Guys, we're on world record pace. Lock in. I'm kidding. This run's kind of bad. I mean, this run isn't even that bad. It's just the Snuggie. Dude, I had a Snuggie. That shit was terrible. Dude, okay, why does it only do that on the first clip, though? Well, we definitely have heard of THT. Yeah, never mind. I was looking at the numbers and I was like, something doesn't look right, but no, it is. That didn't get it. Time loss. Yeah, this is really bad. I lose time here. Even with an instant Narfis, I think. Excuse me? How did my finger slip like that? Oh my god! Stop, please. For the love of God, I'm begging you. Chat, I don't think I can do this today. Hello? Thank you. Like, I'm gonna keep it going, but like, Jesus. Let's just watch ads on TV ads. No. I'm really trying to remember some of them. Some of them were so bad. Did the Swiffer start out as an as seen on TV product? I don't think it did. It did? Damn. I've never used one, but I always thought they were kind of stupid. Because they're like, the whole idea is that they're disposable mops, right? Or like, I guess like disposable heads. They're like cleaning pads. Yeah, that's more so what I meant. I feel like that's so stupid. I think I remember one where it was like a pancake maker. It was like a standalone thing, but it made like mini pancakes, but there was like a way that you put something for filling like inside of it or like in the middle or something like that, and it was just a filled pancake, and it's like, wow, this is so helpful for like every person ever. Who needs this? Oh my god, the slushy magic. Yeah, The thing that was like basically a fleshlight filled with ice. Or I guess like cold pack gel, whatever that shit is. The zoo pals were cool. Slushies are good. Excuse me. That was mean. Excuse me, princess. CDI Zelda games moment. What do you mean a nice pseudo teleportation? What do you mean by that? Because we just did a wrong warp. The real Y ends remember the Floam? What is Y ends? I do not know Floam, at least not off name. Don't ask? Okay. I think I have an idea. I think that answered my question. Yeah, so that was the wrong warp. Basically what happened is when you upwarp onto any collision while you're drowning, the game doesn't really know what to do, and so for some reason, there's a couple spots that will send you to miscellaneous areas that aren't connected. So, like, if you die and then upwarp onto the ground, like outside of Bandit Cave, like in the water specifically, then it will put you right in front of Draken Ridge entrance, next to Meridel. You can also do it in plains. That one, Neil found, which just takes us, like, basically through Cogum and then into the steps. And then you just do the rock clip we do in Hundo, and it's faster than doing the water walk and walking all the way around. This run is ass, but it's fine. I'm doing it to a finish run, and then it's fine. We're supposed to get more rain today? I think we are. Awesome. Finally. We got enough rain last night. We had like 2 pretty heavy downpours, which was so nice. And it was bad enough that it, like, I guess dislodged enough grass and dirt, mud, etc. And like flooded the pool with it, so they shut it down. I'm like, bro, who even uses it? I feel like I see not that many people there because it's an apartment pool. Like, who for real gonna go and use that? Like, be so for real. I mean, we have the one over by Bogshot. Step Plateau. Hear me out though, Zoo Pals. Dude, I think I thought about it but didn't quite bring it up. Zoo Pals are so fucking cool. They're so good. And they're reprinting them now. Like, they have them in... I think Walmart sells them online at least. But they're like not terribly expensive. Zoo Pals are so fucking cool. It would definitely feel like Shadow of the Colossus. I don't think it would be good for this game's health, though. Not that this game is in good health, but you know what I mean. At least I hope you do. I do not want that. Should add microtransactions despite shy to this game? Dude, that's literally what the shops are. Ew. You don't spend your real money on the shops? I mean, yeah, but... They could make it where you could buy Neopoints with real money in the... I cannot play this game today. Or you can buy Neopoints with your real life money. I think that would be super cursed. Can it be weird then? I mean... like pay to win? I mean, yes, but you know, wouldn't be the first time something like that exists. I feel like I could never, like, how do I put this? So I've played my fair share of MMOs. I haven't played, like, a ton. And I've played my fair share of gachas. Whatever. I've never spent money on them. And I don't know that I could convince myself to. Like, that's such an odd thing. Like, I guess it's not that different from, like... I don't even know. I mean, there's little ball machines that you get, like, the capsule balls out of, and you get whatever out of it in real life. But, like, that's the closest I think that I've gotten to spending real money. I mean, yeah, it is just glorified gambling. I didn't talk to Howl twice there. That was actually kind of decent. Still 10 seconds ahead of, what's it called? You still remember when Genshin first dropped? I never heard about it when it first dropped. Granted, I'm not around a lot of people that play gachas, so, like, checks out. Got Duelik and quit. What the fuck does that mean? Excuse me? 36 kill. It's pretty bad. NTD of Koch for which NPC. That's effectively just an NPC randomizer. What? I just can't really get into gacha games. That's completely fair. I feel the same way. It's just so... I don't know. Like, I hesitate to say it feels predatory, even though I feel like that's not wrong to say. But yeah. Don't get me started on how fucking many is out. Yeah. There's a lot. 2 gacha games, I got bored. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand the appeal. Never heard of it. Spend your money how you want, but goddamn. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's like, I'm not in charge of anybody's money, right? But like, I don't feel like that is the best use of somebody's money. Gambling apparently gives you, I mean, yes. But like, I don't know. And like, there's definitely like, I don't know if conditions is the right word, but like, there are people that have problems with controlling themselves on spending. It's becoming especially more common with the access to like just being able to buy anything on Amazon or honestly anywhere at this point that you could want. And so it's easy to let that slip for a lot of people. And I kind of see where that's coming from. But I think a lot of it boils down to like self-control to a point. Because it's like, sometimes there's more than that. It's not always just a self-control problem. So I feel like it's unfair to like super overgeneralize it and being like, those people are stupid, because it's like some people genuinely have like a problem that they need help with, and then some people are literally just stupid. So it's like, I don't know. That's also kind of why I hesitate to put it as predatory, because it's like there are literally just stupid people that just choose to throw money at it for no reason. But then there's people that like genuinely can easily get taken advantage of because of the way it's formatted, and it's not like an illegal thing. The whales who buy everything? What do you mean? Gacha in the early 20s was K-pop photo cards. That's an interesting one. I mean, yes. I more so mean, like, stupid people in the sense of that with, like, they just don't think about it, and they're just like, yeah, sure, I'll throw money at it. And they don't, like, contemplate the consequences or, like, care about their financial state or anything like that. They throw out a new character and least... okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Because there's definitely a fine line between, like, the people, and it's like, you can't just generalize people as, like, one or the other. I definitely think you're right about that. The way I phrased it could have been better. I don't know. It's just, it's such a finicky subject, I guess is the best way to put it, that it's just kind of... Like, I don't even necessarily want to say sensitive. 6. Holy shit, I saved that by doing, like, basically a forward left jump. Yeah, I don't know. Because, even aside from the whole, like, I think gachas are bad, whatever, I don't want to explicitly shit on it, like, super hard, because, like, I
I don't know, because Woomy plays Arknights, right? I'm fine shitting on Woomy. I don't care about that. It's the fact that, like, he hasn't spent a dime on it, because there's usually, and at least with Arknights, from what I've heard secondhand from Woomy, there are ways to get everything without spending money. And so that I can kind of respect. To a point. But, like... And, like, the people that play it like that, like, sure, great. That's great for them. You know, they're enjoying it like that. They're not, like, just throwing their money away for no reason. So I don't want to shit on it if that's how they get their enjoyment, but they're being smart about it and, like, safe and financially smart about it. They throw shit at you for free, too, yeah. But it's, like... I don't know. Because I definitely have my weird-ass things, too. And I could equally get shit on pretty hard for it. I fucking play a furry game from 2005. Like... True, like, you're bald. True, I am bald. So I don't know. It's kind of like a mixed bag, I feel, as to how you approach the situation. I feel like that goes for a lot of things, too. I've never heard of Blue Archive, I won't lie. Overwatch moment. Didn't CS just have to change the way their crates work because of EU gambling laws? Is that right? Was it CS or was it something else? Yeah. I don't know the exact changes, and I don't know, like, what the exact push for them to change it was, but I think that's, like... I think that's valid. Because there were definitely people throwing lots of money. They had an extra feature. Interesting. You dodged all of them? She dodged all of the homing shots, by the way. All of them. Hello? I was gonna say, like, what? That rain is coming in hot. I'm excited. Let's see if I can hit this. Probably not, but... God damn it, Harris's. He was targeting even before I hit pause, so... I kind of knew that was going to happen. We too are getting a lot of rain this summer. It's very nice. Very welcome. God damn. I really gotta retime this to see what an optimal looks like versus just running, because I might just not go for this, because this is losing me so much time just even going for it and failing one time in runs. Like, it's so bad. And it's just because of the RNG Harris targeting. Like, that's literally 95% of it. It's frustrating. I pop this here. I'm genuinely believing it's not worth it. Especially with the amount of time save I have elsewhere, I just genuinely am starting to believe it's just not worth it. At least not with what the run is at now. That makes sense. Why are we targeting her? That was early, it doesn't matter. Getting a tropical storm. Nice, nice. We love that. My phone's data decided not to work for whatever fucking reason. Nice. We also love that. Modern day Muslim game often banned. At least they got something. I mean, honestly, gambling is such like a toxic thing that there should be heavier restrictions on it at the very least. And like, I don't know. It's like it's playing into the reward center of your brain. There are other things that we have like completely banned because of it, and it's like I feel like we should just, I don't know. I feel like it would be healthier for the state of everybody if it was just more heavily regulated for like a safety standpoint. And I know they're businesses. It's fucking casinos are businesses. They gotta make money, you know, whatever. They're not gonna make it fair easy, and then, you know, there's taxes pulled out of that as well. So it's like, there's reasons they don't. But I feel like common human decency says we should. I don't know. I very easily, with certain things, have an addictive personality. And I know that. And I'm not super, super bad either. And so that's, like, kind of why I've always, like, turned down any sort of, like... I've had buddies that wouldn't play blackjack at, like, a casino, like a town over or something, because we don't have one here. Or, like, going with Chuck for, like... you know, before Virginia legalized regular casinos, doing the... what's effectively horse races based off of the statistic from, like, past races, like, in years past that are documented. So, like, technically it's a statistical battle and not gambling. And that was up for a long time before Virginia legalized, like, regular-ass casinos and gambling. And I don't know. I feel like it would just be really, really bad if I even gave it the chance. Anyway, that run was ass.
We owe you many thanks. Because of you, Altador is restored to
I'm gonna take a
Neopia,
quick bye-bye.
and Neopia is safe from the
And
most pernicious
I'm going
influence.
to
The darkest
be
fairy,
right back.
if I may ask.
So,
What became of her?
yeah.
Don't worry. She's
I'm
in places
gonna...
somewhere we can keep a close eye on her.
I think I'm gonna try to run back one more yoke, because I'm gonna see if wife wants to get up at 2:30. And then I'll probably try to run a hundo really, really quick after that. But I'll be back. Have fun with credits. Good morning. Haha.
There are legends that dwell
Gotcha.
within the hidden places of Neopia. Some are of the light,
Anyway, hello.
but others.
We're back. I wanted to check something real quick, but I don't remember what it was, to be honest. Oh, I don't remember what it was.
Others are of the darkest kind.
There we go. Check. Should pin this. Hold on. I need to go pin that. Why can't I pin it from OBS anymore? That's super odd. Same with the audacity
There are
of the
legends
man.
that dwell within the hidden places of Neopia.
He's the same age as my
Some
mother
are
that
of
had the
the
nerve to
light,
ask me to go out
but
for a beer with
others.
him while still trying to fill his transportation paper. That's insane. That is crazy.
Others are of the darkest kind.
Having the balls, I need to reset the console. Having the balls to hit on someone half your age in the first place is like insane. I mean, at least I don't know. It could have been way worse, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like, especially when they're working, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I don't get it. It's so crossing the professional boundary. When they're working, as in while you are working, you know what I mean. I'm sure you picked that up, but like just to clarify, need me a cougar in my life. That I had a buddy that had that once. A sugar mama specifically. She was 40, and we are in our 20s, mind you. She was 45, but did you tell Jonah about it? And if so, what did he say? Yeah, that lady was questionable. Questionable enough that I'm trying not to give out too much. So I'm trying to be like kind of vague. Questionable enough that after he broke up with her, she has found multiple ways, got either like burner phones or just borrowed people's phones multiple times to text him after blocking him or after blocking her. Like, it's insane. It's crazy. Throw those men in Sims pool and take away the ladders. That's crazy. Because, you know, I can handle myself. I mean, fair enough. Like, what are you gonna do? Cheat on Jonah with an old-ass man that don't got a dick that work? Like, fucking quote 151, I think it is. Bitch, I live for that dick. Whatever it is. You would not survive. Not quote 151 here. Only in Shai's chat. They are not linked, unfortunately. Had an angel motherfucker whisper some nasty shit when we were trying to walk past him at the grocery store once. Crazy. The audacity of some people. I'm gonna reset this. Part of me was gonna be like, and this is not the right answer. I want to make this very clear that this is not the right answer. But part of me was like, dude, I wish you could have just like fucking taken him down. Just sweep the shit out of his legs there and just be like, oh, I thought he was pickpocketing me. You know what I mean? You want the entire story to hear the nasty shit you just said to me? Yeah, really. Like, do you have something to share with the class? Motherfuckers, when they have something to share with the class. Hey, please. That one didn't count. Nope. Why can't I do this today? I'm gonna try to get one more YOAK run, but if it dies, then go wake up wife, and then, yeah. See, I had a feeling that I knew immediately when I saw it, but I was like, I just want to see. And by the reaction I got, I knew. Elderly people can be creepy, I think is what you meant. One creep used to be a fucking board member at work. I was coming out the bathroom once and he placed himself directly in front of the office doors, blocking my way, and asked me to adjust the fucking orthopedic belt or whatever the fuck he had on. I mean... That's when you're just like, oh, hold on, I can call security. They can do it for you. Whether or not you have security or not, they'll just panic. They'll be like, oh, okay. Is that grounds to pepper spray? Or would you get in trouble for doing that? Like, obviously work would have its own rules, but I'm saying, like, if there were, like, permanent vision damage done, would you be liable, or would it be valid use? He used a walker, so I'd def get in trouble, sadly. That sucks. That is insane, Logan. People in general are weirdos. This is true. It's just a matter of, is the weird bad, or is the weird just unique? Because I feel like, personally, and of course I'm biased because I'm talking about me, I'm unique weird. I'm not bad weird. Do I do some stupid shit, some weird shit? Yes. Am I bad weird? I don't think so. But, like, I don't know. It depends on where on that scale it falls. What's up, Boner? Castration gang for life. Interesting. I don't know. It depends. We'll see. Not we'll see. It depends. Just person. Oh, if I didn't have bad movement there, that might have been able to get to the 29. Very close. I'm logging in on that 29, though. I'm just probably going to mess up Quarage, so whatever. I'm just not going to overthink it. I'm just going to go for the tap release instead of the slide. Gotta look to help boss. Good luck with boss. Hopefully it's just click on the cell, Control B, Control I. Done. I'm sure you've done that before. Yes, the boner, good lucks. I need it. I need it. Good luck and voice love. Thank you, Kame. Yeah. A little bit slower than last time, but still pretty decent. Still pretty decent. It's sad that I haven't heard back yet. I guess I can share this, because I think I know the answer anyway. If I even get an answer. But I emailed Deck 9, right? And, you know, we had people in the Neopets community email Deck 9 before. Like, this is nothing new. But, I emailed them and I was like, hey, this is like Friday, I think. I'd have to check the receipt for it. I was like, hey, So on 7/26, I'm doing a run of 100% of this game at this marathon. Is there anybody at all from the old dev team, or if you guys have notes or anything, that would share it and that would talk about it and come commentate for the run? Now, the answer is going to be no, but I thought it would be super cool to at least try, especially being like, hey, actively being speedrunner trying to do it, like, maybe that's enough to convince them, but I haven't. You should have just asked if they watched it. See, the thing is, it's put out there as like a, hey, will you guys commentate? And if they're like, no, they might still watch it. Do this every time we stream a run? No. I'm not doing it for every run. But it's like, you never know. There's a chance that it works if someone's available and they're willing to. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. If it works, I'm gonna shit myself. Same. What if I just find, like, the voice actor for Tor and just email him with his business email? Be like, hey, do you want to commentate this run? I don't even know who voice acted Tor. I'd have to check the credits. And the reason I thought about doing it for this one is I was like, hey, it's a cut content showcase. And I mentioned the cut content showcase if we hit the dono goal. And I was like, it would be super cool if we could have some of the devs talk about some of the stuff, like, even if it's just notes they had planned or, like, stuff they had to cut for whatever reason, and they could give insight on that, and I'm like, that would be insane. You guys don't know this is where they're working on pets. Only winger and someone in the Discord. The city's problematic, but I don't care why. I don't know. I've waited to guerrilla dev and cut content. I know. Imagine it works, though. Imagine they're like, you know what? A Sunday night, like, they're probably based in California. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. You know, it'll be like, what? 5 for them? 6 for them? Something like that. I don't know. Maybe they are East Coast. Who knows? And they're just like, yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll do it. I would positively lose my shit. I mean, it's an email, but most likely they're just not going to respond to it. Or if they do, it's going to be late. Is it hard to encounter them? I mean, kind of. Like, this game, after it released and didn't sell, like, crazy amounts, which I think they were hoping for, which I'm kind of saying that out of my ass, of course, but, you know, it kind of got dropped, like, Logan got dropped on his head as a baby, and, like, nobody even really, like, has anything of it anymore. Yeah, Idle Minds is what they used to be. They're Deck 9 now. They're the modern Life is Strange people. Like, they still have their games as Idle Minds listed on their website, and they have Neopets listed on there. It's just like, I don't know. What are the chances they have something stored somewhere? Yeah, no, I kind of feel the same way with what I've seen of the people that have contacted them. Like, why do you want to know about this game? This game is fucking great. Dude, what am I doing? I've done this twice today. It's so easy to just do that. They shouldn't be. This is the greatest thing they've ever made. I'd argue it.
Because it's unpopular. Yeah, so it's like yes, Neopets was like fairly big as a website, like back around when this came out, but it didn't hit the gaming market because that was still kind of the era where it's like you were either a console person or you were a PC person. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't really have both because of just like the era that it came out. This game is the reason we ever got a PlayStation. A PS2. We had not inherited. We've been given a PS2, a PS1 from a friend. And we just so happen to have internet because it was like we did our own taxes, so we didn't pay people for it, so we kind of needed to have it, and you know, downloading programs, having a computer that functioned to do them every year, and blah 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 blah, and all stuff like that. So it just so happened that we had to have both. Thanks for the good luck, by the way. I don't know. It's just really unfortunate how it worked. How it worked out, rather. Nice recovery. See if I can do this right. I don't know. I just think this game would be like... It's so deserving of a remake. Or at least like a reimagining. Something for this game. Because it's so good. And it has so much raw potential. Even with the shit that like isn't cut. Like if we just ignore all the cut content. I mean, easier said than done, especially because I'm not a code head. I will put that straight out right now. So I'm going off of what I have read and how I understand it from the people that do know what they're talking about in the Discord. But my understanding is that the PS2 used a very unique archetype as to how the code worked and how the games for it worked, and it used assembly, which is super, from my understanding, obnoxious to work with code. That isn't really used anymore, and it's just... It would be such a pain, because they would basically have to reverse engineer it into something modern. Which, like, isn't impossible, but it is a lot of work. I thought this game was in assembly. Yeah, because Lizard said that. I mean, that's fine. I just mean in general. Because it would still be kind of a pain in the ass. There's no way that's true. I swear to God, Lizard has said this game is in assembly. It could have been cast to assembly? What does that mean? Like, it was written in something else and then basically transposed into it? Yeah, well, this game wasn't, is the problem. Like, it was exclusively a PlayStation 2 release. Originally PS1, but then ported to PS2 because they didn't finish it in time, basically. But what's up, Slayer? We're doing good. How are you? We are discussing the unfortunate history of this game! What am I doing? Oh my god! Yeah, exclusively North America, too, which doesn't help. I'm lost. What's up, Demon? They're saying it's written as they're probably right since they've looked at some code. I would have to check again, because you're making me second guess myself. But I'm pretty sure they said it's in assembly.
I know the, like, assembly has been brought up before. And I didn't know what that was before this game. I almost golded. If I didn't fuck that up, I would have golded nice. That's healthy, demon. Are people calling lizard she? Did I accidentally say she? While, like, slurring some words together? Neuropsych referral? Let's go. It's gonna take a while to get in, maybe, but hey, let's go. We got it. I just hear a little use they a lot. I just use they for most people, to be completely honest. Ritalin or Adderall?
Hey!
Lizard is a dad. I keep forgetting that now. It's Fate. No, this is Neopets the Darkest Fairy, not Fate. That was a little spicy. I almost said sketchy and spicy at the same time, and I didn't know where that turned into. That was super slow. I did not mean to do that like that. Oh my god, please do the thrust! And I'm not even in the right position. Jesus fucking Christ, man. But he thankfully never felt like I have 1700 credit. What happened? I felt like I was having a stroke trying to read that first message, and I have no idea what it said. Who is they? I have no background to whatever is happening. DSS. I'm gonna have you spell that out for me. For state assistance. Gotcha. Okay, I'm on the right track now. That rain is coming in hot. This qualified for Snap, Medicaid, and Heap. Okay, right. Then they're like, yeah, you make $100 too much. That's interesting, to say the least. And they cut it off without warning. All right then. But you're saying now. Hold on, I need to like, actually look at what I'm doing. I spent all day scrambling to fix it. I see. I don't think I make this. Oh, I do. Okay. Flashing warning. We should be good now. That was odd. Haven't had that happen before. It is still a new strat. You remind me of White T-Pain. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real. What does that even mean? So, all that's right. Hold on. Or all that's left. That's not right. Okay. So, you got insurance on the family plan. I can't touch because I don't use a lot of cooking. Okay, why are we avoiding the first shop, though? 42 is really bad. They have heap credits so they can't... Okay, right. Yeah, I see that. All the letters of the food barometers means food banks, mostly. Okay. Well, it could be worse. At least you have some answers and some things fixed. Could that be worse? Yeah. Yeah, really. The unfortunate time. I mean, yes, could be better, but it could be way worse. The one time I'm like, I spent years undiagnosed. I mean, on the bright side, things are getting fixed up while also you're... Oh my god. While also you're getting the diagnosis. So it's just all kind of getting done at the same time. Please, for the love of God. Thank you. I hate that side of the plant. Ah! That was so bad. Dude, this run sucks. All these runs suck. That ran out so early. College and high school chance they put me in for more jobs to qualify for. Nice. Compared to the job gods, yeah, really. Didn't you say you got an offer? Small flashing lights warning for the room, by the way. Specifically during these cutscenes. 2 interviews Friday. Okay. Well, good luck. We will see where we can go. Food service and cafeteria monitor. Okay, well. It's something. Excited for this rain. If I get teacher's aid, it's 22 to 33. The fact that it's still that low is insane. Teachers do not get paid enough. It's because they're working a job that helps people. It's unfortunately the case a lot of the time, is that just kind of how it works out. So that was a really shitty clock tower oob. I need to apparently revisit that sometime. 44 is... Okay. This is probably gonna be like a 650... 658? See if I can hit a decent ESS. Probably not, but I'll try. Yeah, so this will be... This actually might be like a 703, which is pretty shit. .703 flat. 4, 5, 6. Woo! That almost didn't work. Oh, that's unlucky. Okay. I got the weird ledge nonsense. So technically PBable by 9 seconds if I played a gold. Excuse me. Thank you. I was like, buy that last one. I must have just like double tapped without fully releasing. My only thought.
odd camera, but it's fine. Oop. Nope, don't fall down there. There we go. Please. Oh my god, I got stuck behind the secondary wall. Awful. Should maybe put in his name so he can yell at them. Fair enough. I have no spot. I am jellyfish. Not uncommon. That was super shit positioning. Yeah. I'm sorry? What the fuck was that? That was super odd. What the fuck was that? Okay, I don't know what that first thing was. The rest of this is me just skill issuing, right? But like, what was that first thing? That was so odd. Now, there goes any chance of a PB, but like... No, the rest of it was me just being bad. I just don't know what happened the first time, and it like super threw me off. The power potion ran out right before Gauntlet started, so I just am getting fucked. Dude, can we stop one frame blocking, please? Thank you. Like, I'm basically eating your ass. There's no way you should be able to one frame block me. What do you mean? Hey, yo. Lightning. Wonka S. That was big. The rain is hitting. It's not super dense rain, at least not yet. Just kind of sad, but...
I think I'm just not gonna fuck with... Yes, that's why. I'll just take the time loss of... Like, I don't care. I'm throwing too many runs to it right now due to the auto-targeting of the fucking Harrises. Also, I jumped really fucking early there. That was stupid. I kind of forgot, but we're good. Just, my brain just was like, don't pop the potion, but yes, pop the potion. Let's see, if that gauntlet wasn't that bad, we'd actually be like kind of decent, but it doesn't matter. It still wouldn't be beat, but I threw too much in Act 1. Excuse me? I did not mean to run that far. GG's but BG. Thanks, Logan. I agree. Gave Noah a new bedspread. Nice. Good shit. We love old church ladies. Yeah, let's see. If I didn't throw right here, Gauntlet was... Gauntlet and Ottoman were my fault, and then also that warrior was kind of a pain in the ass. That's not quite 40 seconds. It's 35. It's 36 seconds.
Don't worry.
Yeah, we still would have been an 11. We'd have been 12 off. That's okay. Not that upset about it. I think the play is me just eating that time loss and not going for it, because like that run would be 18 seconds faster had I not, or let's just say 17, had I not just gone for Geese of the Twilight. Like, it's just fucking stupid. Or like, at least if I just take the one failure and just GG. Like, it's so hard for me to commit to like, oh, I failed it once, just go anyway. Like, in my head, I just can't make myself do it too well. I don't know. That's why I think it's probably just better for me to just tank it. Because, like, there's so much other time save that I can capitalize on anyway that, like, I don't need to be throwing runs there. Because minus that, it would have been a 32 record, would be. And it's just, like, it's sad. It's really sad. So, it's whatever. I'm gonna go wake up wife, or at least try to, and see how she's doing. And then we will run some Hundo, methinks. So, I'll be back. I'll see you all in a minute. Thanks for hanging in. Take this as your chance to go stretch, Hunter, to go stretch, get a snack, go to the bathroom, whatnot. We'll be back. Boo. Gotcha. Anyway,
There are legends that dwell within the hidden places of Neopia.
what is going on, chat?
Some are of the light, but others...
Change this
Others are
over.
of the darkest kind.
Wife decided she will sleep for another 10 minutes or so. Oh, that would be good. That would be good. But we have Hundo to do. So I am gonna try. She works nights, and she has to drive an hour each way to work. So checks out. But I'm going to try and treat this again like it's a complete-a-thon run. Not a complete-a-thon, like a license-a-thon run. So I will be doing a lot of talking, and we're gonna see how this goes. It's gonna be rough. I just need to get it in my head that this is what I'm gonna have to do on Sunday, and like I need to be ready. Okay, we're starting 3, 2, 1, go. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start off the run, and we're gonna interact with the chat as much as we can during this. And we're going to ignore everything our sister says, and we're instead going to go pick up this bucket in a very specific way. Not quite. Let's reset. It's, didn't go to plan, but it's fine. Just keep time running. I'm just joshing you. Anyway, so what we did there is we set up this glitch called Fig with the face bucket. And what this does is called Fig because it stands for floating item glitch, because the item, well, floats in front of us, and it's a glitch. But it basically does... Without getting too deep into it, it skips the item pickup animation for a number of things throughout the game and saves, I believe, minutes for Hundo. We use it in other categories too. And so it's saving us roughly 2.5 seconds per item pickup. So we have to pick up the bucket for the quest here. That's about 2.5 seconds. We're going to go pick up the pliers in a minute on top of the barn, and that's going to be another 2.5 seconds. That's already 5 seconds saved. It only takes about 25 seconds to set up, so it ends up saving a lot of time throughout the run. Now, that being said, a lot of what we're doing on the farm here, after doing Fig to set that up, is going to be just running through the quests and everything we have to do here. So we just have to fill the water bucket for Mum. We have to go get the pliers to fix the water pump that we just saw explode. We have to go grab the pliers from on top of the barn from our father, and here we can actually do a tech stack jump. See if I can do this. Not quite. Let's try again. So this is called an ultra. We have a number of different types of those jumps, so you'll see us sometimes do one neutral standstill with one moving jump. That's a super. The ultra is one standstill with 2 moving jumps. You have a moving super, the one standstill and the 2 moving is an ultra. And then we have extensions and things, and the catapults are if you're doing 3 movings and you gain crazy amounts of speed. But effectively, what we're doing is we're hitting select to open the text box. Sorry, we're hitting select to open the pause menu. And we're hitting square to open the NPC's text box effectively at the same time, but square is ever so slightly after, because there's a little bit of a delay after you hit select before that menu pops up. And what that allows us to do is basically buffer the text box opening. Because it's opening on the same frame, and with certain things you'll hear, like, this game has a lot of sound cues, so you can hear, like, the like quest update or quest get for like main quest things. You'll hear it later in the run in certain points, but you can hear those triggers happen, which means you've hit the flag that basically adds that quest or progresses that quest in your quest book. And then if we scroll down, then we go run to Budge. If we scroll down in the select menu, there's the quit game option, and it brings up this confirmation dialogue. So by opening that, it basically overwrites what text box was open with the quit game like confirmation. And we can close that immediately and then close out of the select menu, and that will cause us to basically delete the other text box. And whenever you are interrupted midair, you actually get your jump back and control over the character. So what we're using there is just like that. I'm jumping. I'm holding L2, which is our strafe button, which allows us to have full control in the air. Overwrite would be more accurate. Okay. So we're overwriting the text box, and there we're just jumping, holding L2, which is our strafe, which allows us to move how we choose in midair instead of just kind of dropping. And then we are able to hit select and square, which opens that like buffered dialog box. We overwrite it with the quit game text, and then we close out of it, and then we can jump out of that like midair slide kind of thing to get to have our speed persist. But a lot of the magic that comes with the text canceling and sort of what you'll see us do later in the run, at least once or twice, is... How did that not work? No way I get cucked again? Okay. Is that we can actually... do that multiple times to stack a ton of vertical, or stack a ton of Y velocity and a ton of speed that we can direct how we want. There, a lot of that was just running inbounds. We did get out of bounds in the farm quickly, fairly quickly, just by grabbing the ledge and walking out of bounds. We basically just wanted to skip an interaction with some bandits that just takes a while and has some long cutscenes that we don't need to hit for quests. And then we talked to a specific Scorchio, Farmer Addison, to start his quest. There's 3 quests in that little... It's called Merry Acre Farm, but the farm road there that we have to do, but Farmer Addison's is locked behind going into his cellar, which we have to have him unlock it. And if we don't do it now, the next time we go back to that area, his dialogue will have changed and we won't have access to doing that quest. The other 2 NPCs in that area that have quests are just based off of killing certain mobs, and because they're existing in the world where we don't have to like have them unlock a door or anything, it doesn't particularly matter when we do it. We just have to kill the specific mobs they want us to have killed, and that completes the quest. Side quests we can do in any order, including like going and getting the requisite items, and then coming, grabbing the quest for the first time, and turning it in at the same time. Whereas main quests, we kind of have to go in order and hit all the flags to make sure nothing... If you hit certain flags for main quests out of order, you can kind of break it, but it depends on the quest and the flag, and it's a little odd. But we're doing all of our main quests, all of our side quests, and then we're doing all of these treasure maps that you'll see us buy later. A lot of stuff has been happening, but we're starting to get into a little bit of a calm down zone. We did a wrong warp, which you'll see that one at least one other time, and you'll see some others throughout the run as well. But effectively the game doesn't really know where to put us, and one of our community members, Neil, found that we can actually... That's not how I meant to do that. I let go too early. This is so bad. Found that we can actually buffer the drown frames, because there's 2 drown frames, one when you initially hit the water and one that actually starts the timer to drown you. You can buffer it with the pause or select menu, either the start or the select menu, it doesn't matter which one. And it basically, when we upwarp onto the ground after drowning, the game is like, you shouldn't be here, and you're like in a dying animation. So we're gonna start the game over timer, which is ever so slightly shorter than the voiding out timer. So if we buffer to that frame, that second frame of the drown, we can actually stop that timer from progressing and allow the void timer to continue working through it. Or continue, I guess, ticking.
until we're at the point where it will respawn us, but it will respawn us in the wrong area. A very quick thing that you'll only see that one time in the run is Quarage, where I had the quick game text over top of the game while I was playing. That saves about 2 seconds entering Meridel. It's not worth it. I'm not going to go for it in the marathon. I just wanted to do it here. And we don't have any uses for it for now. But then we just went ahead and grabbed some sword pieces we know we're going to need later, and we followed the Mirkas to get our package back because they stole it from us, and then we went immediately to the arena to do the first 2 fights so that we can get access to performing a money dupe. Which, in very simple terms, the game stores the text boxes in memory. At the end of a text box that gives you rewards, say like turning in a quest or beating the second fight at the arena, there's this little basically tag that says, hey, give 500 Neo points. And due to some rounding in the way the game is coded, the text box doesn't stop scrolling the cursor that it's reading from until a certain number is above a certain value. And by holding X, you can speed up the scroll of a text box by 1/3, which causes that number to go slightly off. And more or less, it's reading that little tag from the text below it, saying, give us 500 Neo points when we're at the end of this text box, when it's not supposed to do this. That's the short and simple of it. There was a whole video by Elif Catgirl, formerly Monster860, from our community that made the hack menu that we have for this game that we'll be seeing later. It's incredible, the things we can do, but a casual player had found the glitch on accident with a different quest, and then she wrote a script that basically ran through the possibilities of what could give us money and what text boxes were the length that worked, and this one and the one with Ulfric, which we won't see in this run, are the 2 that we use most frequently in runs. Problem is that Ella isn't explaining about important laser pointer. That's fair. I assassinated your train of thought. I saw you buffering. I'm just kind of struggling in general, but yeah, that definitely didn't help. Here we're just duping money up to a certain amount, and then we're just going to go around and buy some things, including some treasure maps, some items we'll need to feed some pets later. So blah blah blah. Now it's time for like donations or cut content bullshit. I just killed like 4 dupes there for no reason. The beginning of the run is really fucking dense. I can definitely cut down on some of how I'm explaining it, but that's why we're doing multiple runs of me doing commentary for it, so I can figure out what I can cut down. Can save my pro gamer move? Go for it. $134. Shouldn't I? I told my parents I went to Zach's house today and asked if I can stay at my friend's house for a few days. Right. Aren't you 2 roommates? Couldn't you just say, I'm gonna go hang out with my roommate for a couple days? Hold on, did you say you asked if you can stay at your friend's house for a couple days? Up to now, I've been lying about it, but I did a frame shift logical fallacy. Nice job. But friend sounds less stranger I lived with for a while. If you were close, then it's not that odd. Okay, but so now we are going to head back to our farm to get a letter of consent signed by our parents. Little nod to the website needing your parents' consent to make an account. But here we're actually going to make a quick detour and finish a side quest. We're going to go over here. We're going to do a spin which cancels our fall if we have low gravity. Don't ask me why. And we are going to go out of bounds and go right next to a chest and grab it. I'm actually going to make a quick detour after this to go grab this little fox, this Poggle Fox for those that are familiar with Neopets. And he's going to give us a damage increase for the entire period that we have him. Ideally should be the rest of Act 1, but we'll see how I play. And then we are going to go ahead and do that quest that we basically had the cellar unlocked for earlier, as well as the two that we entirely skipped, since this is kind of the best time for us to do it. I mostly came cleanish about it, because it's going to rain pretty decent for the next few days. I'm going to drive where I was in the highway in heavy rain. That's fair. It just bewilders me that you said asked. But fair enough, I guess. This is correct. I'm, in fact, not a migrant kid. I definitely lied to my parents, but... Help. Bruh! What am I getting stuck on? And then the camera got stuck on nothing. Bro. He somehow managed to hit me out of the jump slash and didn't get hit? What is that? That's fair. So here we get to see our friend the Fuck It once again.
And we are actually going to go and do this out of bounds once again. And head over to this little area in the distance that we kind of avoided last time. So we're not going to up warp here like we did the first time. We are going to run straight back here to this tiny little sliver of green. And that's actually going to let us load in part of the area we ran through earlier, the Meridel outskirts. And to our left, we're actually going to be able to see some woods once I do one more up warp. The Glen, as we call it, and not the Glade. And here we're going to pick up a flower for a side quest. We are going to grab a permanent mana upgrade, and then go fight our first boss, which will be super fun. We can abuse the fact that having low gravity and spinning whilst in midair kind of kills our falling. To do that, instead of going all the way around, grab this flower, grab this moat, since we need one of each moat fairly soon for a quest. And then we're gonna go grab this Starry Neg, which is our mana upgrade. Coming up, you'll see I've equipped our bubble note, and that's going to be used for a trick that Neil also found, where it takes advantage of the fact that spinning doesn't have you fall, but it's just so happens that the bubble note uses a spin as its like charge attack. So we can actually cancel using, or we can do a charge attack and then cancel during the animation by equipping a moat, and it will do that animation. And so by spamming on and off of the bubble moat, it'll keep canceling the animation. And because we're not bonking on any of those rocks there, thankfully, we can continue to kind of slide up them because we have low gravity. And skip like a long climbing wall, and then this like tree you have to like carefully walk over, and it just takes a lot of time. Basically, we're doing much of the cameras installed inside and outside. That's crazy. Heals the inner child in me that never got validation. That's valid. The Zack and this mother both did a gay yippee. This mother is funny. I mean, it at least sounds like their family likes you. Like, that's the impression that I've got, is they're like, yes, Wilmington, come, be here. As opposed to being like, yeah, sure. Like, it seems far more like wanting than just okay with it. She's in a book club and I asked what they're reading, and she told me, oh, I honestly have no idea. Only 2 women in our group read the book. We all just drink wine and chat. That's honestly funny. Not ideal, but it's fine. It works. Should be good enough. Most parents in the South are cool with their gay kid. They're usually like, hey, they can't get pregnant. Like, it's such a brag. I mean, are they wrong though? This is mother's uncle's take. I mean, are they wrong? That's rough. Smother. Not having a uterus is such a flex, TBH. Is it? I mean, I guess I don't have to deal with periods, right? So, like, that's pretty cool. You know what? You have a fair point, Winnie. The Clagnacock. This sucks. Unlucky. I cast Rupturing Ectopic Pregnancy. That's horrible. That was rough. Okay. Alright then. At least this part of the run doesn't have me doing anything, like, kind of crazy. So this is a great time to talk about, like, content, donos, and whatnot, and get ahead of ourselves. We can start talking about Valregard here. PCOS Ingrown Beard. Alright then. Birth control derives DVT. Honestly, that one's probably the most vile of them all. It's an evil organ and it's out to get us. Hey, it's not out to get us. There's teeth there too. Hey, why did I not get the movement? Damn, no. Oh my god, please. Okay. Thank you. I recovered it. Felt like I was holding L2. I must have just grabbed
Not grabbed. Must have jumped too far towards gap. White? God, no. I'm just straight up no. Not that one. Like, I at least know who Kai is. I didn't know any of the other ones. You're just so wrong. I'd rather be... Yeah, I'd rather be Lil Windex. I'd rather have Y the Long Phase Horse. Stop! Okay, bullshit, but okay, whatever, I guess. I feel like I got cheated there. Excuse me? Mix squeeze me. Or don't, actually, wait. Maybe perhaps don't. Throwing wash and almond. Fuck off! No way! Tor, get on the thing faster, hello? That didn't have to happen. Damn. That's some nice rain. You even heard today? You're crazy. You're trying to make me look like gaslighting doesn't exist. Maybe not to you. It exists to me. Please. It exists because you're built different. You can just say built bad, right? Like, okay, there we go. I knew it was coming. I was like, it's gonna be here somewhere. I've had the thought about, what if I come back to that one last? This Cadmer might be in a better location or something. Oh my god, please. Dude, I can't play this game today. Holy shit. Stop! Oh my god. Okay, there's no way I'm doing this consistently. Like, there's actually no way I did that many times realistically without it being, like, bullshit. It's dark. You can tell it's dark. Of course she's all the way on the other fucking side. God damn it, man. No, I got dodo walled. This run sucks, man. This looks lame as fuck. Wumi's about to be like, I ain't buying this for you because I have respect for you. It's goofy as fuck. It doesn't sound like it is. Now, if it was Dish attack, you know, I could get behind it, maybe. Thank you, camera. Scamba? It hit the shield. You're a fucking train in Japan doing tone. Oh, I know that one. I have seen that game. I'm with Logan. That game looks like gas. And not ass. I'm just not built for it today, man. We got sent the inspection. Thank God. Can't wait to see what it is. Watch it be like Omega fucked and be like, nope, guess we're not going for that house anymore. Can't imagine what it would have been if it wasn't a time thing. That would be like, hey, yeah, the seller's offering to fix it. And then they're still walking. Bro, yeah, I got that from some other guy recently, and I was a little confused. I won't lie. It was odd. Holy shit, can you hear the rain? If I talk, at least? Bang, 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 bang. It's heavy. I mean, you could just not say anything and see what they follow with. Because if they follow with something that's, like, harmless, then it's like, whatever. That's what I did. I just didn't start with anything, and I was like, a little sus, won't lie, but... It's not optimal pathing. Doesn't ring a bell, unlucky. Hello, Mayor Jerk Dick. Goodbye, Mayor Jerk Dick. Oh, I think that one came through on the mic. I think I saw that. If not, I don't know what just did. 43. Yeah, the guy that DM'd me only plays PUBG. At least as far as I saw. I didn't look very hard, but... I don't know. I was definitely confused. I'm like, odd. Strange behavior just to, like, seek out somebody. Say psych is crazy, Logan. I don't know. It's like
even if it is like genuine and harmless, which I don't know, it's a little too sus for that. It's incredibly sus. That's what I'm saying. It's like you have to explicitly go and look for this person on Discord. Like, you're not going to accidentally come across them. Yeah, like, I didn't say anything. I was just very confused. It didn't seem like it. In my case, it didn't seem like it. Ooh, that was bullshit. I got hit out of it. So shout out this being probably the longest fucking music glitch we're gonna have ever. I don't know. I don't know. This run sucks, dude. Big storm. Heard that one? Yeah, it was. Big storm. I love it. Love me a big storm. Just like Logan loves him a big ass or something. Logan out here, fucking Project Zomboid enjoyer. Listen. You pissed me off when I played it. Being a 7 Days to Die enjoyer is not much better, but... Is it? Is it, or are we coping? Because I think we might be coping, chat. Unlucky, I missed select. It's misting now. Very fine mist. It went from very heavy rain to very fine mist. At least it has Twitch integration for 7 days. That doesn't make it better. Also, you've never played that on stream, so like, me? I mean, you're not wrong, but I can still shit on Logan. You look like Sexy Red. What does that mean? I just looked at the radar and Clog Store's pissing on Louisiana. Let's go. I can't tell if I should be concerned or excited that Logan is comparing me to Sexy Red. Whatever the fuck that means. But I'm glad Virginia is pissing on Louisiana right now. Oops. Even though I don't like her. Oh, perfect. So Logan's right. Music is fucking garbage, though. Dude, we've had music glitch for so long. Please. I'm begging you. When rapping about dicks and ditties and bitches tends to trigger a lot of people who are used to only hearing that language from male rappers. So I cheer that shit on. Interesting. Fair enough, I guess. Okay, don't forget the clover. I've done it before. I won't do it again. My toes are itchy. Show grippers on air for free this time, dumb bitch. I mean, if you're willing to pay for it with me, then I'll put them on. But you know. Skeeter bite between... No, because I wear socks all the time, man. Also, don't go outside. That helps. Hit those little fucks. We know. Well, yeah. You asked the question, though. This guy? Yeah, this guy. Of course I'm gonna pull this shit. Logan goes outside to piss on bushes. Are they his bushes or are they the neighbors? You think Logan owns property? That's valid.
What am I doing? That's not happened before. I'm white? What's your point? I'm failing to see where the I'm white is going. That was a fast load. My uncle is a lawyer. Yes. What are you threatening to sue me for calling you white? Not gonna say what I was gonna say. Logan. On me? It's probably on you. What's the worst he can do? Call me white? Like, bro, I'll live. That's pretty funny, I won't lie. Hooray. Bro. Who cares? Also nice, no Mitch. Music glitch for those uninitiated, of course. Like I said, I was gonna run this like commentary, and I just didn't do that. Oh, I'm just gonna fucking send it. I do not have the mental energy to do that today. It's not where we split. Taking a field trip in elementary school to a plantation? What? But like, for why? No, why is it sunny outside? I don't like it. Go back, be dark again. History. Yeah, I lived in Virginia. We never took a trip to a plantation for school. Like, look, we didn't even go to the Holocaust Museum. Our grade was the first grade, at least for our district, that they were like, we shouldn't do that anymore. I shit you not. What do you mean, what? The Holocaust Museum thing? They had us with plastic baggy. Wow. To Angol prison. That's... why? Why? For what reason? Like, do we really need to subject kids to that? Even more reason for my why. Like, who thought that was a good idea? And why? My only answer is the South. I guess.
It's a shit answer, but it's only, like, it's the only thing we have, I guess. Interesting. I actually... Low grabbing that might be faster. Like, low grab spin. It's not where I was supposed to jump. I also wasn't supposed to cloak trick there. I was just supposed to spin. Oh well. My Act 3 brand myself. Oh, bad. Am I even feeling finishing out a Hundo run? Do I just take the Act 1 segment, say fuck it, and go? Excuse me, Narcos, hello? For 737, nice. Nice roll cancel. Shy about Sims later. Or during simulator. Sounds good. Expected behavior. Shitty potion run out. I think I'm going to make the executive decision to call it at the end of Act 1. Because I want to be able to talk to wife about the house things before she goes to work. And I won't be able to finish run before that. In time, at least. And it was bad anyway. It was already 2 minutes and... Is it 2:58? Is that what I read? Or is it 2:02? Am I making it up? I don't know. We were behind. That's all I know. Actually, first... No, okay. Raid Jorksler. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I just was not performing well today, and then we've got house things we've got to discuss, having the other buyer's inspection, which thank God they shared with us. That's super pog of them, though they didn't have to. Now that we got their stuff, so we will see what happens tomorrow. How about that? I'll probably start off with Hundo tomorrow, I'm thinking, but go give Jack some love. I think it's it. I'll see y'all later. Adios.